So there's this girl I used to know. She was like beautiful, funny, and had like so much potential, but she couldn't see any of it. And back in high school, every time she got ready to go out, she'd stare at herself in the mirror for hours. She'd put on an outfit that made her feel, amazing for a second. Then immediately she'd spiral. She'd ask, is this way too much? What if people think I'm trying too hard, right? What if they think I look stupid? Or what if they don't like it? What if they think it's ugly? And then I'd notice her change like 3, 4, 5 times. And not because she didn't look good, but because she was terrified someone might think she didn't. So she was terrified what other people thought. And when we'd go out, she'd laugh at everyone's jokes, agree with everything, and stay small just to make sure nobody had a reason not to like her. Everyone liked her, but she still went home feeling empty. Because deep down, she didn't even like herself. Every part of her life was filtered through the question, what will people think of me? Every outfit, every post, every new hairstyle. Every time she'd pick up the brush and start combing her hair. She built her identity around being liked. And then she lost who she really was in the process. I remember the day she told me straight up, I don't even know who I am anymore, Gloria. I feel fake even when I'm trying to be real. And that hit me hard because I realized she wasn't the only one. Most girls are living like this every single day. It is a normal. Constantly performing, constantly shrinking, constantly apologizing for taking up space. But here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come from being liked. It comes from being known by yourself. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to stop caring so much about what other people think of you and how to rebuild your confidence from the inside out. And finally, how to become the kind of woman who doesn't ask for permission to be just herself. So a lot of girls are out here, like literally, like that girl I just talked about, waking up, putting on their clothes, right? Putting on their makeup, and every single second of doing that, putting on the shirt, looking in the mirror, combing your hair, they're thinking about what other people think, other boys, other girls from school or from work or their friends, right? What they think of them. And it's horrible because when we do that, what we're doing to ourselves is we're not valuing our opinion over other people. Guys, you know yourself the best. You live with yourself. You are your world. Your world would not exist without you in it because it's your world. You're perceiving the world with your own eyes. The world doesn't exist without you in it. So you're telling me you're outsourcing all of this validation into other people that don't even know you. They don't know the depth of you, which is crazy. It's a crazy thing that a lot of girls here, especially my age, I'm 19, are doing. Outsourcing validation instead of finding that internally. Let's be real for a second, guys. When was the last time you actually stopped to think about other people in their top that they're wearing, in their shoes, in their hair? Like, you haven't. There's something called the spotlight effect, and I want you guys to take notes. This will change your life. Every time we walk in a room, we think we're the center of attention. Every time we go somewhere with a bunch of people, we think everyone's staring at us. Why? Because it's a subconscious programming that people look at us, right? And people notice us when really they don't care. They don't notice or look at us as much as we think. We always think we're on stage, but really, once we truly understand that people don't care. People truly don't care as much as we think that they care. Because you can understand and zoom out from their perspective. Look at it from their perspective. You don't care about them. You don't care about their outfit. Why would they care about you? And that should be the proof enough that people don't care about you, and that should take that weight off of your shoulders. You shouldn't have any weight to look like everyone else because they fit in, right? You shouldn't have any weight like that because deep down, if we like the top, we bought it for a reason. If we like the top, just freaking wear it. It's in your closet for a reason. If we like the hairstyle, clearly it came to mind for a reason. Wear it. I also was the girl who would buy the same brands and clothes that everyone else did back in school because I needed to fit in. I needed that validation. I didn't want to be cast out. That was my mindset, but maybe being the one that's cast out, right? Being the one that's different, maybe that's truth. Because if you're comparing yourself to other people, it's not truthful to who you are. You're out here putting other people's opinions over your own. When you control your universe, you control your thoughts, you control everything about your life. You control your schooling, you control who you're friends with, you control what you do on a day-to-day basis, you control how you breathe. How on earth are you letting other people's thoughts about you outweigh your own? Think about that for a second. You're trying to seek validation from people when truly you need to find that validation within yourself. There's a lack of validation, and it starts with taking time to be alone. Taking time to figure out what you actually like. Taking time to figure out yourself, right? And ask yourself why. Why? Deeper. Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel insecure, right? Why do I always have to feel validated? Okay, maybe I don't want to be cast out. Why? Because I don't want to be alone. Why? Right? And go 15 layers deep on why you feel that way. So, girls, okay, you need validation. It's because every time you need validation because you don't trust yourself. It's that simple. You say you're going to go to the gym in the morning, but you don't do it. You say you're going to finally start that diet, right? Stop the energy drinks, but you don't do it. You say you're going to go out and meet new people and start a new sport and start tennis or golf or do something fun, right? Do something interesting, go travel, quit the job, but you don't do it. Do you see the incongruence here? You are simply lying to yourself every single day. Every single day you wake up and you lie to yourself. I'm going to wake up on time. No, you hit snooze 7 times. Oh, I'm going to eat a smoothie in the morning. No, you're going to the McDonald's drive-thru. Every time you say you're going to do something and you show up the next day and you don't do it, you are lying to yourself, and that's why you don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself because every single day you're not treating yourself like a friend. Be real with yourself. If you are friends with yourself, like, do you genuinely like yourself right now? You're lying to yourself every day. And this might come off a little bit harsh, but the old me, I wouldn't even be friends with her. And it made sense why I was friends with people that reflected who I was internally. Because everyone who I hung out with, they all lied to themselves too. So I was going to be a liar. I was going to be the 6th liar. So if you're making goals and you're not hitting them, you're lying to yourself, meaning you're not trusting yourself. And that's why you have to seek external validation, because you don't trust yourself to give yourself your own validation. It comes from truth. It comes from wanting to grow and learn as a girl. And the fact that you're watching this video right now shows a lot. And it's time to stop lying to ourselves. The next time you say you're going to do something, just do it. And that's where we can stop seeking external validation. And that's where we can stop caring so much about what other people think. And we can start depending upon ourselves to make these decisions. So the next time you go out in public, you're betting on yourself because what you said you would do. I don't know if you've heard the quote, winners win and losers lose. It's very simple. Winners win. They say they're going to go to the gym tomorrow morning and they fucking do it. Winners win. They say they're going to start the diet. They say they're going to eat a smoothie over McDonald's fries in the morning and they do it. Losers lose. Loser is very simple, guys. If you say you are going to start the diet and you don't start it, you lost. If you say you're going to go out and meet new people, right, and you're going to start a new main character era in your life, you say you're going to stop scrolling so much, you say you're going to put the phone away, and you don't do it, you lose. And winners win and losers lose. That's a lifestyle. You lose at everything if you cannot hold your word. Be a woman of your word, and you'll start to see that everything in your life will start to align. Guys, that's about it for today. Hopefully this helps. Drop a comment down below. I read all of the comments, and genuinely reflect upon valuing your opinion over other people's by continuing to do things you say you're gonna do. And I'm very passionate about it because it's truth. But drop a comment down below if this helped. Drop a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. It shows me that you guys are interested, and I'll post more of these. But yeah, thank you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.